Hey y'all, Josh from Gafford Go Coastal. So we just recently went on a cruise with Royal Caribbean. Before we went on that cruise, I got a new toy for GoPro. I got the Volta hand grip. Used it on that entire cruise. Stay tuned and I'll give you my unprofessional review how this Volta hand grip worked on the entire cruise. As everybody knows, I am not a professional photographer. As you can see if you've watched any of my videos, I'm just your average guy. I love using my GoPro. I use it for everything. I'm using it for this vlog. I'm using the GoPro Hero 10. I have a GoPro Hero 9, and I also have a 5 session. I wanted to get this Volta to use on our cruise just because everybody has these. I have 7 GoPro batteries. And the GoPro Hero 10 eats through them like they're nothing. So I decided to get the Volta. Alright, here's the Volta. Just a little hand grip. In the package, you get a pass-through door that will fit on your Hero 9 and your Hero 10. You're also going to get a USB charging cable, and then the Volta hand grip. On this cruise, I used the Volta hand grip the entire cruise. I never swapped a single battery. It was amazing. With this Volta, you have your port right here. Pop that open. There's your USB-C charging plug. You can use that with any plug, any USB-C, whatever you use. You've probably got 100 of them laying around with your GoPros. Over here, you've got the Bluetooth remote. To be honest, I used it a couple of times, but most of the time I just used the actual camera itself. It's also got the spring-loaded feet right there that I used with a swivel mount mounted to my GoPro backpack. Now, that worked great. Held it in place. Downside, when you're walking with a backpack, it bounces. Now, you just mount it right in there, and you can use this that way. Whenever you don't want to use them, push that button again, fold it in. I only used it one time, that was getting onto the cruise ship. Now, super simple. Get the thumb screw. Just mount it like you would any GoPro. Now, I did use this with the media mod a lot on this trip. And one thing I did not do, I never had to swap out batteries. I had all of these batteries and never used them. Took them on the trip. Now, once you got your GoPro mounted up, pop that open, pop that door open. Now, I have not updated my GoPro 9 because I used it with the Hero 10, but you will need to update your GoPro to be able to use the Volta. Alright, put the new door on. Now, with this door, there's this little seal right here around the USB-C. That makes it water resistant, okay? I've seen people spray it down with a water hose. It worked great. Never had any issues. Now, you can't dunk it underwater, of course, but if you're outside jogging in the rain, riding motorcycles in the rain, or whatever you do, Bluetooth remote works. I believe it says 82 feet or something like that. I will tell you this much. The GoPro Volta with my Hero 10, I did have an issue with it. The biggest issue was the Bluetooth just quit connecting with the GoPro Hero 10. Now, if you have that problem, what you need to do is press and hold the record and the power button for about 8 seconds, and it resets your Volta. Then it just paired back up to my Hero 10 and worked perfectly. Okay. Once you do that, you go like that. You can hit that button right there, And that shows you the percentage of battery is in your Volta. And whenever I used it on this cruise, I very rarely got below down to the last two dots right there. Okay, so my final thoughts. I love it. I highly recommend it. I love the tripod on it. If you're just an average GoPro guy doing random stuff like we do, taking on trips or out at the lake or just piddling around, your average Joe, you're going to love this thing because you're not going to have to be swapping out batteries every 30 minutes. But here's the thing. The Volta is $129 on GoPro's website. If you are a GoPro subscriber, it's $90.99. Is it worth it? I like it. It really is a great functioning tool. The remote, okay, it's neat, but like I said, while I was on the cruise, it completely quit connecting, and I had to use the GoPro communities to figure out how to do the hard reset. But I very rarely ever use a remote, ever. So it's just easier for me to just start the camera, set it down, do whatever I want to do. Alright, the spring-loaded feet on the side, it's neat. I used it on the backpack. Well, wasn't a big fan. But I could see using it with maybe your grip like this, mounting it to a tree, and then being able to do time lapses or long exposures, whatever you're wanting to do. But again, like I said, $91. On Amazon, I purchased this a year and a half ago. This is the Wasabi Power hand grip. Okay? Got your normal GoPro feet on the bottom. Both have your regular tripod screws. The Volta has the tripod option, which, okay, but like I say, you can put this on any small tripod. If you have one of the many little small tripods, you can put something on there. Yeah, extra. But this right here, same thing. It's got a water resistant flap, and you charge it by a micro USB, and it has a regular USB to run to your GoPro. Does the same thing, continues. Now this one was $25 on Amazon, and it is 5200 milliamp. I believe the GoPro Volta is 4900 milliamps. So again, $91. The remote, if you use a remote, great. If you don't, 25 bucks. Works just as good for keeping battery power. But this says it's 5200 milliamps. I don't actually believe it is. I believe it's a little bit smaller than that, but you can still get several hours worth of GoPro footage out of just this little $25 selfie stick. About the same size, way lighter. This is way lighter than the Volta. My final thoughts, I like the Volta because it feels sturdy, just feels like a better quality product. Do I think it's worth $91? No. I believe, and that's if you're a GoPro subscriber. Definitely not worth $129. It is neat, good function. Oh, one last thing I forgot, which, like I said, I'm not professional, is the head swivels. I do see this being a problem. Now you want to swivel this, but it stretches that cable out. And if you're using the media mod, if you can look, this is bending. And on the media mod, whenever it goes up here, it bends quite a bit. And I really feel that in time, this is going to be the downside to the Volta. I feel that this cord either needs to be a little bit longer, or maybe it'll stretch in time. Like I said, I've only had this a week, but I feel that the pressure that pulls, especially in the media mod. Now, inside of the pass-through door, I think it's great. I think being sealed in, I believe it should be fine. But if you use this with a media mod, it twists it and pulls it down. I have a feeling that's going to be a downside. If you're a GoPro subscriber, I'm sure GoPro will take care of you if that becomes an issue. Only time will tell. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Be sure to check out our cruise videos. I used this the entire trip and never swapped a battery. Worked great, worked amazing, had a wonderful time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Everybody stay safe.